Okay, I'm talking to Martin Mendes from the mighty OPETH. And what have you got there? You got a guitar on you. You're going to play me a song.
No, just, you know,
The bass.
just
Now,
warming up.
have you been with the band since the start?
No, I started with the band 97.
97. So,
Pretty far.
there's a million bass player jokes. I'll refrain from saying any of them. You know how they talk about, the girl, she comes and she says, "Oh, I slept with this, band member last night." Oh, yeah. Oh, he said he was a band member. When I finished, he said he played bass. I was so disappointed. No, only joking. Okay. How did the band come together? Do you know the story? How did the band come together back in 90?
Well, actually, the band started, not even Michael was in the band in the beginning.
Yeah.
And he joined the band as a bass player. But then kind of the singer kind of stopped being in the band. Then Michael took over and then took the guitar and start writing music. And then, yeah, the rest is pretty much history. But yeah.
So you're from Sweden too, I presume?
Well, I'm born in Uruguay.
Ah, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So you moved to Sweden?
Yes, I was 17 when I moved to Sweden.
Aha. Sweden's a great place. I've been to Sweden myself.
Yeah, it is.
Back in the mid 80s.
It's a beautiful country, yeah.
It's a beautiful country. I remember I was going to a laundromat or something or other, and I came out of the hotel and I came into the city square, and all the office ladies were, getting a suntan, had their bare breasts to the sun. And, for us conservative people over here, we thought, oh my goodness, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Okay. Briefly describe the band's journey over since 97 at least. Just briefly, just so that people that are new here sort of get a bit of an idea about, some of the events that have taken place. Just quickly.
Yeah. Well, when I joined the band had 2 records out. The band wasn't that popular then. We didn't do any tours really. We started touring like 99, starting 88, 99, first shows in America, and then kind of we released an album called Blackwater Park, and then suddenly things started to happen a little bit more, and then we started touring more heavily. So yeah, since then we've been touring a lot.
You made up for it. You made up for
yeah. We just released the album number 14 now, so it's been a long journey.
That's right, 14 albums. That's a pretty massive amount. But 30 years is a long time, so you've got to do something in that time. Now, how would you describe your sound? They did say the band incorporates folk, blues, classical, and jazz elements into its usually lengthy compositions, as well as strong influences from death metal. So there's quite a few genres in there.
That's a long description, yeah. For us, it sounds kind of a bit of cliche, but music is metal, but we do have lots of influences in the music, for sure. It's never pure jazz or pure classical or pure as people describe it, but we have influences. And I think we managed to have a pretty much own sound, which is a big thing. I think that's a difficult thing to do.
Well, it's difficult. Yeah. It's difficult when you're trying to be popular with it. A lot of people can have their own sound and no one's interested, but to have your own sound and have it liked, that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah, especially we have very long songs. It's not like the radio length.
Yeah, and is that a trademark, or is that just something that just comes about? You just like playing? Is that something you think about from a commercial point of view?
No, not at all. I mean, if we think about that, then we should
3 minutes 15.
3 minute song, proceed, exactly. So no, it's been from the beginning, it's been these pretty long songs. I think it's just a natural way for us to have songs, to do the songs.
And you all obviously, when you talk about all those, different elements of the genres, is that coming from, everyone's desire to keep it interesting because they're bringing in personal elements of, bits and pieces, I suppose, that they've all played younger, during, etc. Because it's, I would think that most commercial, unless you're a long way along now, but most commercial places usually will play to a formula, and whatever the audience wants the formula. And so if you've got especially if you've got long songs in different genres, how have you developed your audience as a result? Why do you think the audience is stuck around? Is it
Well, I mean, we are a kind of special band in that sense because we kind of switch styles, and we never repeat a formula, as you say. We keep our sound, but for example, when we were like pretty good peak on our career, we were doing like more progressive death metal kind of stuff, and then suddenly we started doing more. We stopped doing the growls, and then we did like more progressive kind of music. So a lot of fans got mad, and so we don't really think about what people will think, really. I mean, we love people loving what we do, but when it comes to write the music and do the music, we just do what we like to hear,
You'd rather play to a full room than a half empty one.
Yeah.
All right, your latest album, which is the 14th, obviously, the last Will and Testament's just been released, actually, just a few weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago. What's it all about?
Well, it's a concept album. As we say, our number 14. And yeah, this is a new chapter for the band. Our last album was in the same era as the progressive rock, metal, progressive style. And now we came back to a bit harder, but still keeping the progressive thing. We using the growls again, which we haven't had it in a record for 16 years, maybe. So yeah, it feels like a new chapter in a way. And yeah, it's a great album. I'm very proud of it.
And no one, after developing all the music and all the months of writing and producing, no one could come up with a word for a title for each song. It's like S1, S2, S3. What's that all about?
Well, the concept from the album is like a testament, so that's like in Sweden we call it a paragraph, that symbol, and that's like in a legal document as a testament. So that's the idea, it's like during the whole album you can, if you read the lyrics, it's a testament reading through the album. So yeah, that's why it's the symbol.
And
the numbers.
I actually didn't check so they're all 5, 6, 7 minutes. So again, longer than. So what do you do? Have you brought out something from a commercial point of view in terms of, have you abbreviated anything to bring it out for a hit single or anything like that, or we've just got to get what we get?
Yeah, we get what we get. Now this time is different because the songs are shorter for being us. Back in the day we had like 10, 12 minutes songs. So 6 minutes, 5 minutes, it feels very short for us. Now, but as I said before, we don't have any formula. We don't think anything about commercial.
Just play. What are which S should we be listening to? What are the signature tracks on the album for you?
Oh man, I have hard time to pick only one, but number 3, number 4 is pretty cool. 5 also is a lot of things happening.
Have you played the album live so far?
No, yet. We just played the two singles that been out firstly. We only done American tour for a month ago, something like that. So we did S1 and S3 on that tour.
Cool. Cool. All right. When do you think the 15th is coming out? 2 years, 5 years?
I mean, we start touring now.
Oh,
It's gonna be
a
a long
while.
one.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're touring next November. So is that a part of a world tour?
Yes.
And when does that world tour start?
We started already in America last month, two
Okay,
months ago. Sorry.
so you're going to be ending here.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna continue after that too.
Jeez.
But yeah, I think this is gonna be the last thing on next year. Yeah.
You don't have wives and kids that you have to go back to, or do they come with
I
you?
have two kids. Yeah, I have two kids. That's the hard part, you know.
Do they come, or you're always online talking to them?
I need to talk. They can't come, you know. It's too much. But
Yeah.
they go to school and everything. So yeah, but that's the hard part, you know. When you became a father, a parent, it's like, yeah.
I think that a lot of bands break up because the wife wants to pay the mortgage and you want to go on tour, and so you've got this family clash. So it's another one of those things that people don't really think about. They just think you get popular in music and away you go. But everyone's got their own story, and in their own story, they've got
Yeah.
their own pressures, and so it's a big when you think about you guys especially, but a lot of the people like you guys that do all these bloody extensive tours, and then you're taking generally truckloads of bloody, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic situation, you know.
it's it's a, it's
It's
a
hard.
it's a massive sort of scene and a
Yeah.
massive responsibility. And as much as it's fun, I'm sure it must be a big responsibility as well to make sure that all the players get paid off because there's a big
Oh, yeah,
commitment
yeah.
by everyone.
Sure.
What do, what are you looking forward to most down here? You've been here a few times now.
Yeah. I mean, I love to be in Australia, man. It's just looking forward to come back, and I love the people. I love the weather, and it's a long way
Anywhere
to
in
go.
particular? Anywhere in particular?
Oh no, I mean, I
Everywhere.
enjoy it everywhere. Yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be cool to play again in the Opera Sydney uh, Opera
And
House, uh, which is just a legendary place. But I know I enjoy everywhere playing for you
and on
guys.
this tour, are you playing predominantly the latest stuff, or are you playing the latest stuff and a mix of the
We usually do a mix. Yeah, we try to cover every album as possible. It's not possible to cover everyone
so you
right
won't be
now.
playing the album in full, for example, this one. You'll just be playing a mix as normal.
It's gonna be a mix. It's gonna be more new songs in there, but from the new album, but it's gonna be a mix. Yeah.
All right. Considering you've been around for 30 years almost, you there, the band over 30 years,
Mhm.
do you guys still have long-term aspirations? And considering the changes that have taken place while you've been going with streaming and now AI and all this sort of stuff, must be pretty hard to work out a long-term aspiration. Do you still have things that you're working towards?
Oh yeah, we love music in general. I always try to develop my playing as a composer or whatever. You know, it's like it never ends really. The career for a musician. It's a lot of things to learn, and we love music. And we like to get better. So it's a lot of stuff to learn. You know, still lots. So yeah, we still listen to a lot of music. We still loving music in general. So yeah, we need to keep going.
What advice would you give to that 17-year-old or 20-year-old you today if someone was starting and they're trying to emulate what you've done?
Well, I always try to tell people that to be open, you know, and listen to music in general, listen to everything, not just one style, you know. Even if we play metal, you know, I start listening to music in a young age, and I listen to folk music, and then I start discovering jazz, and that helps a lot to open mind and try to understand a little bit of every genre and apply to your instrument. That gives you a good spectrum as a musician, and that's good, I think, when it comes to writing and performing. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if we finish on a few bit of personal stuff, or just some fun stuff. If you
Hmm?
could perform with any music artist, alive or dead, who would you perform with and why? If you had the
Uh,
choice on stage.
on stage. Oh, it's a few, man. It will be good to do with, if I could manage to play with John Coltrane, or
Oh, Johnny
otherwise
Cash.
Jimi Hendrix,
Oh,
or even The Doors, whatever. It's a lot of good music.
a lot of good performers out there.
Yeah,
What do you think's the best thing about performing to a live audience?
the energy, man. The energy is wonderful. I love to give all energy and receive the energy from the audience. That's a special moment. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hearing them sing your song back, especially
Yeah,
the old things, it must be pretty cool.
it's lovely.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done? The police aren't
Oh,
listening.
well, I don't know. I guess I've done many crazy things, but I mean, moving from Uruguay to Sweden when I was 17, I didn't know anything about Sweden, not even English,
No language.
so nothing. I mean,
What,
only
why
Spanish.
did you move?
I mean, my dream was to play in a metal band, man, and that was my dream, and so I went there and just to give it a go.
But why there though? Why Sweden? Because that whole chain has a lot of metal.
Yeah.
It's always
Well,
a
I mean, Sweden was like the cradle of metal back then.
yeah.
It was a lot of bands. I was listening to a lot of bands from Sweden as well. And it happens to I have a friend that his mother was in Sweden, so we decided to move from Uruguay to Sweden, and that was it. Pretty
That's
crazy. Yeah.
unbelievable. That's a terrific story. What's one topic you can talk about for hours?
Oh, could be music, food, maybe football sometimes.
Food as in
Uh,
cooking, and football as in English or European, or what?
European, yeah, soccer.
Who you
I
barrack
mean,
for?
I mean, I like Barcelona. I live here now, so yeah.
Barcelona.
Uh,
Very good. What's the thing you like most about yourself?
Say again?
What is the thing you like most about yourself?
Oh, not much really. I don't know.
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Now we should go off into that other conversation and have you
Yeah,
explained in 10 minutes about, and then my mother left me and then my father left me and then it was terrible.
yeah, pretty much. No, I think I'm very patient. I have a good patience in
And
general, and so I think that's a good thing.
you must have it must be interesting from an ego perspective because basically, when you're at your concerts, you're adorned, like you
Mm,
gods. And
yeah,
when you sit on the toilet, you're just a normal person. And so, to try and manage that sometimes, maybe now it's not too bad because you've been doing it for so long. But there
yeah,
must have been stages there when you're going through all the changes and probably before the kids came along and the opportunities that must have been available. Was
yeah.
was that a challenge, or have you always has the band always got on well together from that perspective, or have there been some clashes along the way?
No, in general, we have a very good relationship. We're friends, first of all, so I love to be around those guys and spend so much time as we do on tour. But this rock star thing is kind of weird. I never been that kind of rock star. Like I'm just I'm just a normal person that happens to play in a band, popular band, and I love to do what I do. I'm just enjoying it. You know, people coming to me and telling me nice things about what we do. That's just so amazing, you know. And so yeah,
I think
I don't,
I was going to say one of the things that I've learned over the years is everyone thinks metal. First of all, everyone thinks everyone in the band is drugged up and groupies, and
yeah,
knowing a lot of them, a lot of people say they're not interested in that sort of stuff really, because basically it's just a recipe for disaster, and
yeah,
and that it's all hard because the music's so heavy and all that sort of stuff. And
yeah,
so many people are so softly spoken, and they've got all sorts of different things that they're doing from a composing point of view, all these, conservative sort of, writing and all this sort of stuff that they're into. And I've spoken to some of the guys, I could tell you them, but they've been around 40 years and they've got, massive backgrounds. And you say, and he says, look, the thing I want to do is I just want to be at home. I don't go out.
yeah,
I don't go anywhere. And he say, you've just done an
yeah,
album with, one of them had done an album with, some massive female and all this, and they do it every year. And he says, all I want to do is just come home here and be with my dog. That's it. That's it. That's all. I don't want to go anywhere. I
yeah,
want to go out. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be here. And you think to yourself, everyone's, the story is so interesting insofar as we come with a belief or an expectation, and most of the time, what we believe just isn't happening.
yeah. You know, but that's an old thing that back in the day was different when 80s metal bands were like huge. They were consuming drugs, as you say, and they were like the massive thing, you know. It's totally different today, and I mean, we're getting older, and this is our job, and you have to take care of yourself, you know, to be healthy, to perform well, because back in the day, you can see these people, you know, drunk on stage,
Are you
and
all in
that's,
Sweden, or do you come from different countries now?
well, the band is based in Sweden, but I'm from Uruguay, as I say, and the new drummer is from Finland. The
Uh-huh.
rest is from Sweden, yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, let's finish on some favorite questions. All right.
All
Now,
right.
these are going to be pretty hard, so I'll give you a bit of thinking time. Favorite album?
The last one,
No, 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 not
because
for you. I mean, the favorite album of all artists.
uh-huh. Oof, that's a tricky one.
You could still say the last one, but I mean, that'd be
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no.
pretty conceited, I think.
You know, one of my favorite albums is one of them because I have many good
Yeah.
favorite ones, but one of them can be Porgy and Bess. It's a Miles Davis album. It's the version of Porgy and Bess. That's sweet, man. That's so good
Oh,
musically. Yeah,
I haven't heard
but
it. I'll have to go and hear it.
I have many, many. Yeah.
Favorite artist?
Oh man. Uh, I have to say Jaco Pastorius because he's one of my biggest influences. But
Who was that?
Jaco Pastorius, that's the bass
Ah,
player
yeah, yeah,
from
yeah,
Weather
yeah, yeah.
Report.
Yep. Okay. Favorite movie?
Uh, 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 favorite one. Uh, I don't know. I'm a classic one. You know, The Godfather
The
is
sound.
good.
The Godfather was good. The Sound of Music? No,
Yeah,
probably when you're a kid.
probably. Yeah.
Favorite place to visit?
Uh, really places that I've never been before. But I like to be Japan, Australia. I like to be South America, everywhere, man, really. But new places.
They're all
That's what I'm
different,
looking
though.
for.
They're all different. Japan's so clean, and
Yeah, yeah,
we're so laid back. And South America is, in Mexico is 20 million guns, 20 million
yeah.
people, 20 million guns. So, you know,
I enjoy being everywhere. Yeah,
But what's Uruguay like now? You must have family still there, I presume.
Yeah, I do. I have friends too. It's pretty laid back country. It's pretty, it's like the small brother of Argentina, it's a
Poor,
tiny.
poor.
What's that?
Are they poor?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better now. It's
Okay,
been tough. It's been tough, yes.
and tough. Okay.
But it's getting better.
Favorite venue to play?
Venue. Uh, I would say Sydney Opera House now for
Aha, it's a big one. Favorite food?
meat. I like
Any
the meat.
anything meat?
Yeah, I like the picanha, it's called. I like yeah, my good grilled meat is good. Yeah.
Okay, grilled meat. Favorite drink?
Drink. I would say water now, but I
Really?
like beer. I like wine too.
Can't say
Yeah.
well, you can't be an OPETH and say your favorite is water. You got to
I
say
like the wine too. Yeah.
wine, red or
Yeah.
white.
So
Red,
then,
red or white.
red, red. Yeah.
Okay, favorite person in history. Now you've met me, you can say me. No, no, no. Favorite person in history.
Uh, right now I would say Pepe Mujica. That was old president from Uruguay, and I think he was the best president ever in
When when
this
when was he
world.
when was he president? When you were living there or once you've left?
No, no, that was I think was 10 years ago,
Oh, okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
lovely person.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
He's still alive.
Especially, mate, if you talk about politics, especially now we've got you know who in America, I don't think there'd be too many people thinking, politics, he's a nice person because they're all through the world, they're all bloody crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah,
Oh,
I try to avoid that. But yeah,
favorite tattoo?
favorite tattoo. I don't know. One of mine, I guess. I don't
Have you got a favorite?
know. I mean, I like this one. This has been done in Australia, actually.
Uh-huh. And what is that of? I can't see it for you.
Uh, it was a hand
Oh,
free,
yeah, yeah,
actually,
yeah, 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 yeah,
but
yeah.
it's kind of
Looks
uh,
good.
flowers and yeah.
Looks good. Which tour
Which tour?
was it done? The tattoo.
Back, I can't
Back, back,
remember.
back, back, back. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, 15, 20 years ago.
That's it. That's it. That's all there is. We're done. We're done. Now,
Awesome.
I'll see if I can get some tickets from John to give away, sort of put it up there. Maybe we'll get you to sign a T-shirt or something or other so that we can do
Oh,
something when you're coming out. We
very
sort.
appreciated.
All right. I'll talk to John about it, and then we'll do a bit of promo.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. It was
Thank you.
lovely chatting with you, and I hope to come and see you when you come out in November.
Looking forward. Thank you so much.
All the best. Bye now.
Bye bye.